Good morning, and thank you so much for being with us in UBC TV. Welcome to Good Morning Uganda Agenda. I'm Robert Chirabo Nyonyintono. And of course to our brothers and sisters, the Muslims, today who have started the holy month of Ramadan, we wish you the best and Allah's grace see you through this month of fasting. Now, today we want to look at something very important, and that is education. Education is a human right, by the way. When you look at various international treaties that were ratified by Uganda, but also in our constitution, it is a right. Whether it is freely given or available, accessible, that is a topic for another day. Now, just last week, we saw UNEB, the Uganda National Examination Board, release the Senior 6 exams for the year 2023. Now, we had 52,452 candidates that sat for these exams, and 47.9% of the candidates obtained 3 principal passes that are necessary for admission. Well, this was good because there was an increase of candidates scoring 3 principal passes compared to the previous year, that is 2022. Now, the previous year we had 43.5% that were able to get 3 principal passes. Now, also a small number of 996 candidates, which is 0.9%, failed the exams. Now, these brothers, these sisters were not graded. Therefore, one would wonder what is next for them. Some, we don't know what could be running in their minds right now, their parents, their guardians. But today I choose to bring hope, and realistic hope. You know, sometimes when you talk about hope, people think you're on the spiritual side of it, waiting for the return of Jesus Christ. We are still waiting, but today we are discussing tangible hope, something that is real. And I'm humbled, I have 2 gentlemen with me on the set who come from an institution known as ECUREI, if I pronounced it right, in Mengo or UACE. But they're here with me, why bother even? That's an abbreviation for an institute, and these are saying no. It's not yet over unless you choose to make it over. And we'll be discussing, for those that did not perform very well after Senior 6 exams, what is the way forward? What is next? Does it mean that now you've not been graded, or your results are not that good to get you that university course? They're not that very good to take you to that university. Is it the end of everything? Never give up. When Dan Odong, the executive director of UNEB, was releasing these exams, he said, to those that have not performed well, never give up. And this is where I want to bring in Chizito Alex, who is an official from that institute. First and foremost, good morning, and I must say I love your bow tie.
Ah, thank you. I get that a lot.
It's not common of many people. Most of us are used to this long necktie, but you look very smart.
Thanks again. Good morning, our viewers. As he said, Chizito Alex is my name. I'm from ECUREI. He said ECUREI. That abbreviation happens to be a little hard for many people to pronounce, but it's ECUREI in our easier Uganda pronunciation, or Ugandan pronunciation. ECUREI stands for Ernest Ultrasound Research and Education Institute, which is located in Mengo Hospital. Yep.
Okay, then just at the extreme end, I have a man dressed in pink. Sometimes my colleagues call me color blind, but still very smart as well. And that is Chizito, that is also my brother from the same institute, Chibidige, David, unofficial. You're most welcome, Chibidige.
Thank you, moderator. My name, as he has put it, Engineer David Chibirige from ECUREI, still the same institution, and we are delighted to be here. Thank you very much.
Now, I want to begin with Chizito. I talked about hope. It's not the end of the road. For you who may not have performed as you ought to perform. Now, what do you do? And more so when you're talking about realistic hope, where do you come in the picture?
Well, the picture is quite broad, I should say. But everyone knows how hard our education system tends to be a bit hard or harsh for very many, especially at A level. You find that a student has done, say, PCB, and their wish is to do maybe a course in medical imaging, in which the prerequisites are physics and biology. But then they find themselves failing to obtain a principal pass in physics, say, and they have passed their biology very well. So here's where we come in. We are saying that you're missing the physics, but you don't have to go back to A level to restudy the whole PCB. What I've seen that is funny with A level is a very huge disciplinary committee, because you can pass physics, biology this time, you go back to redo the whole PCB, then you come back when you have passed the physics, and you have this time round obtained an O in biology.
Yes.
That's where it is tricky, actually, for most learners in Uganda. And we are saying now that you have one principal pass, your biology, and you have O, you have obtained an O, you didn't do physics very well. We have come up with a way to bridge you into a certificate that is equivalent to the physics of A level that you didn't do well. For example, for 8 months now you can study a physics bridging course to make you obtain an equivalent of the principal pass of physics in A level or at A level that you didn't get, that you didn't do very well. So that you can continue and study your bachelor's afterwards in ECUREI in our institution. So that means that you don't have to go to A level to repeat the whole PCB. We don't know what will happen afterwards, whether this time around you come back with an O in chemistry. No, that's what we don't want. So a physics bridging course is available, it's doable, and with persistence, with determination, it's also possible. And the grade that you obtain, the document that you obtain, is equivalent to that you'll have obtained at A level. And it's recognized, not this very well, it's recognized by the National Council for Higher Education, because our institution is also authorized by the National Council for Higher Education to carry out such activities. Yes.
Well, I earlier said that you bring hope to those that may not have performed as they desired when it comes to Senior 6. These exams were released, and we had success in those that passed and obtained 3 principal passes, but we also have those that failed and others that either did not obtain the 2 principal passes they needed, that are, of course, are necessary for particular courses that they wanted. Now, this is where I want to bring in Engineer Chibirige. He talked about bridging courses. Now, I don't know if this only works for the sciences, bridging courses, but also away from bridging courses, now we have someone who totally did not get the 2 principal passes, but maybe was great because they obtained the 1 principal pass, but still it's not the best results that they desire or that can take them to a course of their choice. So how do we bring hope to this person as well?
Thank you, moderator, once again. You see now, the physics bridging course, as it is known, or HEC Physical Sciences, and we have HEC Physical Sciences, HEC Biological Sciences. Now, these bridging courses help the students or the learners from Senior 6 who have not really attained good grades, So the beauty with it is that you can, this is this is another chance or another line of hope that brings, that really helps the student to enhance and revamp what he didn't manage to pass at senior 6. You see, clearly, like as my colleague has clearly put it, that at senior 6, there is a tendency of passing maybe chemistry, and then you fail biology. For sure, you cannot join medicine. You cannot be a doctor. You cannot be an imaging technologist. You cannot be an engineer, and you cannot be, you cannot be awarded a course of your choice. So at ECUREI, that is Ernest Ultrasound Research and Education Institute. For us, we say that whenever you have that such challenges, it is easy for us really to turn that kind of problem into an opportunity. We are giving people a second chance. We are giving students out there, we are giving parents out there a second chance to really see that their students or they really get and follow their dream. Because the dream, we must say that at senior 6, you are in the ocean. The dream is not yet achieved until you really pass these subject combinations such that you either go to medicine or engineering. But at times, you can be left at crossroads. For instance, if I pass chemistry and physics, I do not have a clear, I will not have a clear course at the university of my choice. If I pass math and biology, it will be hard. So at ECUREI, Ernest Ultrasound Research and Education Institute, we are giving you a life link, an education link, another chance, such that you really qualify like someone who has got the 4 principal passes to really do a course of your choice in medicine, to really do a course of your choice in engineering. So why am I emphasizing medicine and engineering? You see, apparently in Uganda, we have a gap. Okay, maybe I should also bring it to our attention to our viewers. We have a gap when it comes to medical imaging. Medical imaging, those people do what we call ultrasound, scan and research, and some people in local language, they call it the CATV. We do not have many of those people in Uganda.
Yes, so, and I know very many health facilities.
So at ECUREI, we are saying that in case you have failed to get a principal pass in biology or chemistry, you can come, do this, of course, with strength, of course, with extra efforts. You can do this, and then you follow, you fall into this category of these people who are going to do medical imaging. Because with medical imaging, you can't go wrong. And then on the other side, ECUREI offers another unique course, which is called biomedical engineering. Now on the set, we do not have many of those people in the country. These people go into what we call repairing medical equipment. They do the medical equipment cycle, that is from procurement, maintenance, utilization. We do not have many of these people. So at ECUREI, we are bridging that gap. So we are actually building onto the medical sector by increasing on the number of staff of the medical imaging technologists, the biomedical engineers, and we also do a wide range of things. Apparently, we have also been accredited with DIT, that is Directorate of Industrial Training, to equip the members of the population out there. Mr. Nyonyintonu, I want to bring it to your attention that some of the community there, they are good at what they're doing, but they never got a chance to finish senior 4. They never got a chance to finish senior 6. We are saying that you can come and we skill you, we reskill you, we direct you to that employment bit, which is still lacking. Because if someone is running a garage, he has knowledge of how a garage is run, and we are saying that we can give him practical, technical skills ranging from management and even to the technical angle of things, such that we equip the country as far as education is concerned, but at the same time, not compromising with the quality of expertise in engineering and medicine as well.
Well, hope it is there that when your results, if you're there and you're watching us, tell a friend, tell a relative that, well, all hope is not gone. Sometimes these exams, we even have people who begin slowly with emotional disturbances after results. You know, all along someone had a dream that I'll be a doctor, I'll be this, I'll be that, and what happens is results don't do that. And sometimes we talk of problems we are facing as a country because people are in professions they never desired to be. You know, you wanted to be an engineer, you wanted to be a doctor, then physics lets you down if you want to go in engineering. Biology lets you down. And repeating senior 6 becomes a challenge for you. Going back to the same school sometimes, all this is problematic. So someone says, if I don't qualify, what do these then give me? Said, well, you can try, I won't mention a certain profession. So a person goes there because that is what their grades could give them. It's not their passion. Now there you come, you're either patient or what, and the wrath is unleashed upon you. So we are saying you don't have to go for something you don't want. You can just go and have a bridge course for that particular subject that you didn't perform very well. Now, coming back to Alex, we've talked about bridging courses, but we also have people that maybe would love to go and do bachelor's, but don't have a level. Someone will tell you, maybe I did a certificate, I did a diploma, I would love to, but going back, what they sometimes call adult education, you know, see, then do senior 6, or again, or I mean, do senior 6, all that. Because one time, I think I should whisper this. I had a question to myself. Why would a person, a member of parliament, and I tried to interact with some of them after court rulings and they could confess, I won't mention the name of the MP, and told me, but you see, here in Uganda, now an MP, the moment I step in that adult education class, cameras are running over me. This, that. So, how do you factor in such people, Alex? That maybe their fear is go to this school, go to the adult education, you're doing A-level, but there are some who also never stepped in any class. So you're all combined in a school of adult education.
Well, moderator, Mr. Nyonyita, I want to tell you this. If you talk about our legislators, sometimes talking about it is a bit tricky. But anyway, your point is very true.
Because they are where you have the common knockouts that make media headlines. Court rules so and so because of lack of this.
Papers everywhere. Okay, when my colleague was submitting, he talked about HEC. HEC means Higher Education Certificate. Now, this Higher Education Certificate, as I said, is also recognized by National Council for Higher Education. So it means that if I have previously had a certificate in, say, midwifery, in nursing, by the way, we put that aside. Our institution, ECUREI, also has some courses in humanities. You can become a manager in the healthcare system. So a viewer who is out there thinking that, now these ones are talking about courses in the only arena of science. It's not true. We have courses in humanities. So an individual who has a certificate comes, we scrutinize the papers, we say, now we want to achieve a bachelor's, but you have a certificate. We need a mediator, and the mediator is the HEC. The missing link is the HEC, Higher Education Certificate. You do that for that period of time, 8 months to 1 year, close to 1 year. Then you're concentrating only on specifics that will lead you into the bachelor's that you want to obtain. You obtain a satisfactory grades. Then you proceed and do your bachelor's. 2 years, 3 years, okay, 4 years, depends on what you want to achieve. And life comes back to where you wanted it to be. You not see those many court hearings in the line of insufficient papers, please. That is why we are here as Ernest Ultrasound Research and Education Institute. To the viewer who is out there, you hear of an institute, but I want to tell you that now the institute has metamorphosized into a university. Very soon, when we return here, Mr. Nyonyiton, you'll hear us talk of Ernest Cook University. And I think the abbreviation won't be very hard for you to pronounce, as it has been hard today. Yes, so that's where we are.
Okay, so now this is also another opportunity that you've just brought in, that there is, you call it the HEC certificate. Yes, I have it right. Now, let's look at the period. Here, if someone is to do O-level, those are 2 years, A-level, those are 2 years. Now, the duration of these, because I'm looking at so many people maybe in the working class that would love to take advantage of this opportunity, but what is the duration? What is, you know, the world has gone global. Gone are the days when the two of you were in school. For us in our generation, we are using tabs right from when we are children, very young. You have a tab. Now, when you go to school, I know of universities today where they don't write anything. You have your laptop. Everything is done that way. There is now, even COVID taught us, no longer have to sit and waste time in a classroom. So what is the method here of learning? Yes, engineer.
Okay. At ECUREI, as we said from the start, we are unique. First of all, we have a state-of-the-art online platforms that aid and enable the student really to handle the courses of interest, including the HEC. And then this HEC, the programs are flexible in a sense that we have the weekend programs, we have the full online course programs, then we also have the evening. So in that regard, the programs are flexible, and the programs, we have the online programs. So the working class or the people who within the various walks of life can really fit in. Then the other bit which I can talk about is that the HEC, for instance, HEC Physical Sciences and HEC Biological Sciences, we have the state-of-the-art libraries where books and reading materials are available at someone's disposal. We also have that online library, state-of-the-art, where a student has accessibility to almost 1,000 copies of material to read. We also have state-of-the-art laboratories, where the burette, the pipette, I mean, name it, where these these people from Senior 6 can freely interact with the practical sessions. Because, Mr. Nyonyintono, I want to bring it to your attention that most of the people who fail Senior 6, for instance, in sciences, practical is an issue there, that side. Here we are saying that at ECUREI, when someone enrolls into into a HEC certificate, you can interact with the lecturers and tutors at any point in time when it comes to practical sessions and all various walks of life. So at ECUREI, that is Ernest Cook and Ultrasound Education Research Institute, lecturers are available to address clients' needs or students' needs at any given point in time. Yeah.
Well, we are still looking at hope after Senior 6, or call it A level, for those that did not make it as they expected or wanted. It's not all lost. We are looking at alternatives that include bridging courses. That is, if you failed a particular subject that is necessary for the course of your desire. But we are also looking at those that would feel it necessary to say, if I don't have this A level and I want to do a particular degree, what then do I do? Do I have to go for adult education? These institutions we see, I tell you, welcome, have your Senior 5, have your Senior 6, and sometimes also, even if you never stepped in school, you come. So you're all undergoing adult education, where some people find a challenge, or do I have to just study a particular course and get an equivalent of Senior 6, then continue with my bachelor's? So you can be part of the topic of discussion, and that is the number on your screen. I have the two gentlemen, and we are looking at what next after Senior 6. For those that really did score very well and had the best of what they desired, it's all success that we are wishing you as you enroll for university and various institutions. For those that did not, well, all hope is not lost. Let me just look at some of the questions that are coming in. Arafat at Masajja March in Gabo. I am glad to have the gentleman from that institution. I wonder if their courses are marketable after 2 years of my daughter with them. Her course could not be recognized anywhere. A friend doctor even asked me, what do those people, I think is asking how recognized they are. Because you have a number of institutions, but when you go to the National Council of Higher Education and you present a paper, they will tell you, no, this we cannot even equate because this is not recognized by the Uganda National Council of Higher Education. Then we have, my question is, does the program also accept those that sat for senior 6, like 4 years back, Moses Mukono? And yes, the rest are asking for the same question, their recognition and how authoritative is the document that someone will move with, not to go for a job interview, present it and it's not well recognized. Let me begin with the man in a bow tie.
Well, thanks. May I take it as feedback? Because if an individual had a document, after obtaining a document, a paper from us, and then reached somewhere and I told them it wasn't recognized, I would want really to get feedback from that person. They can really get to us, and that's where the challenge is. Because when you speak of National Council for Higher Education, what should come to your mind is that an entity that is being manned by National Council for Higher Education is legal. Legal. You get that? So I don't think there is anything that we cannot look at if it is in the legal, in the proper legal lines. So if a National Council for Education has come up and say, please, I have acknowledged this person, I have recognized them, and then they are fit to train Ugandans in this and this discipline, then please, there's nothing more to prove.
The document given is the question here. The certificate awarded. You talked about HEC. You called it HEC.
Yes.
That
higher education certificate.
Yeah, because we have so many documents that you can present, and there is usually, even if they're asking for, just they'll tell you senior 6 or an equivalent. Now the question is, the equivalent someone gets from there, is it recognized by National Council of Higher Education? If someone sat, maybe you call it the bridging courses, senior 6 and missed physics and say didn't perform well physics, then goes back and does physics. Now, that certificate given, is it recognized? When I go to universities and I tell them, well, this is what I have, but I went and I did this bridging course, now I qualify for this. Do they recognize it? Those are the many questions coming in. Engineer.
Thank you once again for this opportunity. So to say, ECUREI as an institution is recognized, and it is locally recognized by the National Council of Higher Education. We are into the category of what they call other degree awarding institutions. So the other degree awarding institutions, which means that on that aspect, in that angle of National Council of Higher Education and the Ministry of Education, we are known. The paper given from ECUREI or awarded of any sort from ECUREI, it is actually recognized and accredited, accepted internationally and nationally within the country. So to take you back to that question of whether that HEC is recognized, HEC certificates are recognized internationally, locally, and even nationally. So someone can move with that HEC certificate of his from ECUREI to actually to any other institution across the world of various disciplines. Yeah.
Well, another comes in and says, thank you so much, Robert, for the topic. Now he says, I had a triple C with a D1 in ICT and 4 in GP with PEM. Which best engineer course can I attain? Irene Akurul from Leader. Let me also take in another one. Hello, good morning. I only need some update about the sitting date for repeaters. Okay, well, this is for senior 6. We'll wait for the Ministry of Education to give you that. At least for senior 4, well, that will be communicated very, very soon. Now, let's just specialize with one that is directly in line with what you're doing. This is the person who said they had a triple C with a D1 in ICT and 4 in GP with PEM. Which is the best engineer course can they attain?
Thank you once again, Mr. Moderator. I would recommend as an engineer that apparently that person can take on smoothly a bachelor's in biomedical engineering, because this bachelor's in biomedical engineering goes a long way to solve a lot of problems, and we are actually trying to bridge the gap between the life, which is medicine, and engineering. So we do not have people who do repairs and maintenance, troubleshooting, equipment life cycle within the hospital. So if we do not have such people in their plenty, in their bigness in number, which means that if this person comes along and does this course, it is a sure deal that even before finishing is going to be attached to a job opportunity out there. And the time is not too late. We have an ongoing intake, which is a March intake. They can freely join and then be admitted in this course, which is actually wonderful. She will move mountains actually if she does this course, because we are currently looking out for these people. And maybe also to talk about this is that due to the uniqueness of these courses we offer at ECUREI, most of our graduates are not in the country. They have gotten jobs abroad, across East Africa. So that again leaves us with the deficit of training more and more of these personnels across the engineering divide and also the medical imaging divide. Thank you.
Well, now I have so many senior 6 leavers. I must say, candidates, the exams are out, and they're sending me those kind of combinations and asking a lot of questions there. So we may not have time to look at individual concerns, so I'll look at what is a bit common. Now, and please don't call on this number. Kindly, it makes it hard for one to read the messages. When I look at many, yes, please, combinations, let's stop. Okay, let me just take one. Good morning to you all. I am a senior 6 student doing a combination of math, entrepreneurship, and agriculture. Can you please advise me because it is, before it becomes too late on our to manage? This is a scientist reading. On how to manage, I think, because the English is so mathematical here. That he's doing some math here, so it went into that. The other one says, I have a certificate in electrical engineering. Can I engineering course in medical? Scientists are sending messages here. Good morning, I'm David, an accounting profession. I'm in a process of changing occupation to welding and electricals. How would you be of help to me?
For them to the engineer is with us at the house.
I have a certificate in electrical engineering. Can I engineer? There's so much here. Combinations, no. Let's just wait with those messages.
Okay. I want to start with the other one who had math, economics, and agriculture. Math, economics, and agriculture, I want to say that it's a nice combination. You can't go wrong with with that combination, because at ECUREI we have courses that we can really, this person can really do, provided he passes. And even if he doesn't pass, of course we have the other lifeline of the HEC certificates. He he can really enroll into these courses. So with us, it is possible. You can always do that, and we have wide range of courses out there. Maybe we in fact,
time will not allow
yeah.
For that. Then also another common message here is, hi, good morning, presenter Aziz Ismail from Arua. What do they have for O-level leavers? Now, these are people who are saying we stopped at senior 4. What next?
Okay. For O-level leavers, of course, we have the DIT session for now. The DIT sessions, which runs in levels. Level 1 up to level 3, someone can enroll.
And when you talk about DIT, means Director of
Industrial Training. We are also accredited by that institution to actually award courses on their behalf. So that person can give us a call, and we really make arrangements, and we see how we can enroll him into that. Then, to take you back, the person who wants to do change course and also do, if you have a diploma, a certificate in mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, civil engineering, all those engineerings, you can comfortably enroll into a biomedical engineering for a diploma, a bachelor's, depending on your qualification. So those technical qualifications before mechanical, electrical, civil, and related disciplines, you can comfortably join into a class of engineering in biomedical discipline, including the other person who wants to change from accounting to electrical engineering and welding. We have a bridge and a lifeline for that person. So please, you can always call us, come to Mengo Hospital, Albert Cook Building, and then we really liaise at a broader discipline.
Well, gentlemen, I must let you go. It's been nice having you, and of course, we've been looking at hope after senior 6 exams that were released last week. Have a lovely day. Ruben is yearning to come here and give us sports updates. Good morning. God bless you.
Bless you.